Welcome students, welcome to Accountancy Point where we study the various accounting concepts of class 11 and 12. The topic of today's discussion is the hidden goodwill. The other videos relating to treatment of reserves and surplus, how to solve a full question in admission of a partnership has been done previously, and the link has been shared in the description column where you can easily go and watch the videos if you haven't gone through it. Today, the topic of our discussion is the hidden goodwill. This is my 22nd video, and this is the admission of a partner, chapter 3 for class 12. Children, most of the times when a partner gets admitted, a newly admitted partner brings capital and his share of goodwill. But sometimes the goodwill of the firm or the person newly admitted partner is not given in the question. In that case, we have to calculate the amount of goodwill of the firm, and we do it by capitalizing new partner's capital. Now, what is capitalizing new partner's capital? You will come to know when we will discuss the steps and the methods. Over here, there are a few steps which I have noted down, although I don't believe in following the steps. But if these steps are there, it will be a guideline for you all to properly solve the sum. The steps are, first step is to calculate firm's capital with the help of new partners' share in profit sharing ratio and the capital brought in by him. We can use the formula reciprocal of new partner's share into capital brought by new partner. Second step is to calculate the adjusted capital. First step is to calculate firm's capital. Second one is the adjusted capital of all partners. And once again I repeat, all partners including old plus new. All the partners' capital must be added along with other adjustments, like we will add old partners' capital, new partners' capital, all the types of reserves and surplus will be added. If there is any accumulated loss, that will be subtracted, and if there is any deferred revenue expenditure like advertisement, suspense account, all those must be deducted. After you have calculated the adjusted capital, you will be able to find out the firm's goodwill. How will you get the firm's goodwill? That is the firm's capital minus the adjusted capital of the partners. The balance, the difference will be your firm's goodwill. Now, from the firm's goodwill, we will calculate the new partner's share, and that we will distribute in the sacrificing ratio as we have been doing. Children, in order to understand this, I have taken a particular question, an example, in order to make you the concept very clear. You can see that there are two partners X and Y who are sharing profits and losses in the ratio 7:3. The capital of X is given, Y is given. There are certain reserves. Where will you get the reserves? On the liability side of your balance sheet. Similarly, there is profit and loss account. Children, as you know, profit and loss account may have a debit balance or a credit balance. That means it may be on the liability side or may be on the asset side of the balance sheet. Since the question has not informed me anything, I will consider it as accumulated profit. That means the item which is appearing on the liability side of the balance sheet. So this also appears on the liability side of the balance sheet. And the next one is advertisement expenditure, which appears on the asset side of the balance sheet. It is also considered as a deferred revenue expenditure. Now Z is admitted for 1/5 share of profit, and the new profit sharing ratio is decided to be 3:1:1. Z brings 3 lakh as his capital, and we are required to pass journal entries for recording goodwill. Now, in order to solve this, we are supposed to follow the steps. What was the first step? The first step was to calculate the firm's capital. How are we going to calculate the firm's capital? Firm's capital can be calculated with the help of the new partner's share in profit sharing ratio and the capital brought in by him. How much capital has been brought in by him? 3 lakhs, and the reciprocal. This 3 lakh has been brought by him for 1/5. That means out of 5, his share is 1. That means the 3 lakh is equivalent to 1/5 of the total capital of the firm. So in order to find out the total capital, we will reciprocal the share of the partner. So my new capital or the total capital of the firm will be rupees 15 lakhs. In the second step, I will find out the adjusted capital. In order to calculate the adjusted capital, I will take the capital of X. X's capital rupees, it is given rupees 3 lakhs. Y's capital, it is given rupees 1,50,000. I will also take the new partner's capital, that is Z's capital, rupees 3 lakhs. And then as per the step, if you can see, after the old and new partner's capital, we are supposed to take all the reserves and surplus will be added, and accumulated losses or deferred revenue expenditure needs to be subtracted. So here I will add the reserves which is there. So reserves will be added. After adding the reserves, it is rupees 1,60,000, and from here we will subtract the advertisement expenditure because it appears on the asset side and it is a deferred revenue expenditure. After adding and subtracting all these, we have 3 plus 3 6, 617, 718 lakh 10,000 minus 10,000. So my total adjusted capital is rupees 8 lakhs. Now step 3, that is firm's goodwill. How will you calculate the firm's goodwill? In order to calculate the firm's goodwill, you will take the firm's capital, total capital of the firm minus adjusted capital. You mean to say over here is that when the new partner came, he brought 3 lakhs for 1/5 share. That means according to his share, the total capital of the firm should be rupees 15 lakhs. But when we calculated the adjusted capital, we added all the reserves, all the capitals. Even then, the capital of the firm comes up to rupees 8 lakhs. So there is a difference of rupees 7 lakhs. And that is your firm's goodwill. Now from here, we will take out Z's share. That is my step 4. So Z's share, he has come for 1/5 share. So 1/5 of rupees 7 lakhs is rupees 1,40,000, and this we will distribute in the sacrificing ratio. So we are supposed to calculate the sacrificing ratio. First, sacrificing ratio can be calculated by subtracting the new ratio from the old ratio. Who may sacrifice? It may be sacrificed by X or Y. What is the share of X? Old ratio 7/10 minus new ratio is 3/4. Sorry, 3/5. When we take the LCM, 10, 7 minus 6, 1/10, and Y old ratio is 3/10 and new ratio is 1/5. When we take the LCM, it is 1/10. That means the sacrificing ratio is 1:1. This 1,40,000 will be distributed between X and Y in this sacrificing ratio, which is 1:1. That means 70,000 will go to X and 70,000 will go to Y. But the question did not tell you that whether he brings his share of goodwill in cash or not. So in that case, we will write Z's current account debit, since the question does not mention that the goodwill was brought in cash. So we will debit the new partner's current account to X's capital account to Y's capital account. 70,000 and 70,000. This is premium for goodwill not brought in cash. Not brought in cash. So this is, since we were asked only the journal entry for recording goodwill, so I have passed this journal entry. Now we will take a full question and see how to solve the sum of a hidden goodwill in case of a full question. This is a question which I have taken in order to show you the working and show you the various things for hidden goodwill. Here I have taken a question which says that Asha and Parul are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio 3:2. So this is the old ratio. I will write over here Asha. This is the working notes. Asha is to Parul is equal to 3:2. This is the old ratio. Now this is the balance sheet. You are given with creditors. This is liability. Outstanding expenses are liability. General reserve, I will put a tick because this I need to distribute amongst the partners. These are the two capital accounts: cash, stock, prepaid insurance, debtors, machinery, building, furniture. All these are assets and they cannot be, there is no need to write off any of the items. Now it says that Kavita was admitted with capital rupees 1,60,000. That means this is the capital which is brought by her, and the new profit sharing ratio is decided as 5:3:2. So I will write over here Asha is to Parul is to Kavita is equal to 5:3:2. This is the new ratio. So with the help of old ratio and new ratio, we will be able to calculate the sacrificing ratio. Old ratio minus new ratio. Old ratio for Asha is 3/5 minus 5/10. If I take the LCM, 6 minus 5, this is 1/10. And for Parul, it is 2/5 minus 3/10. So LCM will be 10. 4 minus 3, it is 1/10. So the sacrificing ratio between Asha and Parul will remain as 1:1. Now children, when we move ahead, the question says that Kavita is unable to bring her share of goodwill in cash. So she is not bringing the goodwill in cash. But in the question, nowhere they have mentioned what is the goodwill. Neither the goodwill of the firm has been mentioned, nor the share of Kavita has been mentioned. So in that case, we are supposed to calculate the goodwill. That will be a hidden goodwill. How to calculate the hidden goodwill? For that, first step, as you already know, we will calculate the firm's capital. How to calculate firm's capital? Firm's capital will be calculated with the capital of Kavita, who is a new partner. 1,60,000 into reciprocal of her share. If you see over here, Kavita is coming for 2/10. So we'll do 10/2. So this one will give me the capital of the firm, which is rupees 8 lakhs. Now second thing which I will do is, I will calculate the adjusted capital. How to calculate the adjusted capital? In order to calculate adjusted capital, I need the capital of old partners. That means 2,90,000 plus 1,50,000 plus new partners capital. She has brought 1,60,000 plus there is a general reserve, if you can see over here, of rupees 65,000. So I will write 65,000 over here, but there is nothing else. There is no deferred revenue expenditure on the asset side. So my adjusted capital will be 2,90,000, 63,50,000, 4,50,000, 2,90,000 plus 1,60,000 plus 1,50,000 plus 65,000. It is rupees 6,65,000. So what will be the firm's goodwill now? Firm's goodwill is equal to firm's capital 8 lakhs minus adjusted capital 6,65,000. The balance will be rupees 1,35,000. Out of this, we will calculate Kavita's share. She has come for 2/10 of 1,35,000. It is rupees 27,000, which we will distribute between Asha and Parul in sacrificing ratio, which we calculated at rupees 1:1. So it will be 13,500 and 13,500. So this is our calculation for hidden goodwill. Now children, we will move ahead. The question says about the revaluation. There are 4 items in revaluation. So we will prepare a revaluation account over here. Revaluation account. In the revaluation account, as you know, on the debit side, we show if there is a decrease in asset or increase in liability, and on the credit, increase in asset and decrease in liability, amount, particulars, amount, particulars. Now let us see the first item. If you see over here, it says stock to depreciate 5%. What is the value of a stock? Stock is of rupees 1,50,000 and we have to depreciate it by 5%. So since a stock is an asset and we have to decrease it, so it will be on the debit side 5% of 1,50,000. So it will be rupees 7,500. Now second item is provision for doubtful debts is to be rupees 5,000. If you look at your balance sheet, you already have a provision of rupees 4,000. And the question says it should be 5,000. That means you have to increase your provision by rupees 1,000. Provision is a liability. You have to increase it. So provision for bad debts, you will increase by rupees 1,000. Next item is furniture to depreciate by 10%. Furniture's value is 50,000. You have to depreciate. It is an asset. So once again I will write it over here. Furniture, it is 10% of 50,000, which will be rupees 5,000. And then the last item is buildings are valued at rupees 4,50,000. What is the old value, book value of building? It is 3,50,000. And the new value is 4,50,000. So it will increase. We will write it on the credit side because asset is increasing. Buildings, rupees 1 lakh. There is no other item. This was the last adjustment for the revaluation. So we will distribute. We will balance first. And then we will distribute it amongst the old partners. To Asha's capital account. To Parul's capital account. And it will be distributed in the old profit sharing ratio. Balance will be 1 lakh minus 7,512 13,500. Balance is 86,500 divided by 5 into 3. It is 51,900 for Asha and 34,600 for Parul. Now we will prepare partners capital and see. This is the format of the partners capital. As you know, the very first item in partners capital is the opening balance. So we will write by balance B. Now this is the capital, old capital, opening capital of the two partners, 2,90,000 and 1,50,000. So I will take for Asha 2,90,000 and 1,50,000 for Parul. After this, as you can see children, the next item we will see from the balance sheet. We have creditors, it's a liability, outstanding expenses a liability. Next item is general reserve. Since there is no other instruction given, that is why this general reserve will get distributed amongst the old partners. It was 65,000. It will be distributed in the old ratio, 65,000 divided by 5 into 3. Asha will get 39,000 and Parul will get 26,000. After general reserve, we have the capital of the partners. On the asset side, we do not have any item which may be written off amongst the partners. Next line is Kavita is bringing her capital 1,60,000. So we will write by cash account. In the Kavita's column, I will write 1,60,000. After this, it says that she is unable to bring her share of goodwill in cash, for which we have done this working, and we saw that these two are the partners' share, sacrificing partner share. And question has clearly said that Kavita did not bring her share of goodwill in cash. So I will write by Kavita's current account, and the share of these two will be 13,500 each. Now, after this, the next items are of the revaluation. When we check revaluation, we have the profits which are distributed between these two. Here it will be transferred to the credit side by revaluation account. Share will be 51,900 and 34,600. We do not have anything else in the question, so we will balance the partner's capital, and the balancing figure will be written as, we'll see which side is greater total. Asha's credit side has a greater total 2,90,000 plus 39,000 plus 13,500 plus 51,900. So it is 3,94,400. The same amount will be written over here, 3,94,400, and the entire amount will be written as the closing balance. Balance CD 3,94,400. Same with Parul. We will add 1,50,000 plus 26,000 plus 13,500 plus 34,600. Total is 2,24,100. 2,24,100. We will balance it. Same with Kavita, 1,60,000. Same amount will be written, 1,60,000, and we will balance it as the closing balance partner's capital. Now we will prepare the partner's capital balance sheet. In the balance sheet, we will need only the capital account of these three. So I will just write their capital balances so that I can use it while preparing the balance sheet. Asha, Parul, and Kavita. It is 1,60,000. Now we'll prepare the balance sheet. This is the format of the balance sheet of Asha, Parul, and Kavita as at. In order to give the date, first of all, look at the date of your old balance sheet. The balance sheet old date was 31st March, and the new partner's admission date has not been given. So what we will do is, obviously we cannot prepare the new balance sheet on 31st March. It will be prepared on 1st April. So here I write 1st April 2018. My first item in the balance sheet, I will just refer to my old balance sheet. First item is creditors. So I will take creditors over here, and there was no change in the creditors. So I will write the same value, 3,20,000. The next item is outstanding expenses. Related to this also, we did not have any adjustment. So I will write outstanding expenses also will be written as it is, rupees 40,000. Next is the general reserve, which we have already distributed amongst the partners. So it will not go in the new partner's balance sheet. And then we have the capital accounts. We will take Asha's capital. This is the partner's capital. This is the closing balance, which we will take 3,94,400. Parul's capital will be taken. The closing capital is 2,24,100. And Kavita's capital we will take. Kavita's capital is 1,60,000, which is the closing over here. Now let's come to the asset side. The first item is cash, 20,000. Children, the cash which is given 20,000, after this, the new partner brought 1,60,000 as capital, but she did not bring her share of goodwill. So total cash available now is rupees 1,80,000. After cash, the next item is a stock, and there is an adjustment with the stock that we have to reduce it by 5%. So here we will write stock. The book value was 1,50,000 minus 5% of that which we had debited the revaluation account, 1,42,500. After stock, the next item is prepaid insurance. With this 15,000 we did not have any adjustment, so it will be written as it is, prepaid insurance 15,000. Next item is debtors, 94,000 less provision 4,000. Related to this, we had an adjustment that now the provision should be rupees 5,000. So I will write over here debtors 94,000 less provision 5,000 we will deduct, and we will write over here 89,000. After deducting this, the next item is machinery. Related to machinery, there was no adjustment, so I will write machinery's value as it is. Machinery was valued at rupees 1,90,000. The next item is buildings. The old value of building was 3,50,000. There is an adjustment that the new value is 4,50,000. So here I will write buildings 4,50,000. The last item of the item is the furniture in the asset side. With that we have an adjustment that we have to reduce it by 10%. So I will write it over here, furniture. The book value was 50,000. Out of this we will deduct 10% depreciation. Balance is 45,000. Now we will check our adjustments. See over here, Kavita's capital has been taken. Goodwill, she was unable to bring it in cash. So we will write Kavita's current account. And the balance of Kavita's share was 27,000, which will come over here on the asset side. After this, we have done the adjustment for stock, provision, furniture, building. Everything is done. So we will total the balance sheet now. The total must tally. We will add the asset side first. If you see the asset side, we have 1,80,000 plus 1,42,500 plus 15,000 plus 89,000 plus 1,90,000 plus 4,50,000 plus 45,000 plus 27,000. Total is 11,38,500. Now we will do the liability side total. 3,20,000 plus 40,000 plus 3,94,400 plus 2,24,100 plus 1,60,000. It is also 11,38,500. Children, I hope this particular examples will help you in solving the sums related to hidden goodwill. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel Accountancy Point. Thank you.